Well, hello, my soul friends. It is Victoria, the soul nurturer. How are you all doing today? I ask like you're going to answer and let me know live, although I feel you. Let me just say that big reason I do these videos is because I feel you. I know what's going on for me, and I know that we are all part of this collective experience. So I feel you. Anyway, actually, it's been relatively calm energy compared to what we have been going through the last 2 years. And I'm actually feeling better. I've been sick and having some residual symptoms still kind of pacing with grace, trying to get well and trying to get back to my mojo and energy levels that support my work. But I wanted to pop on here and talk about what's on my heart, what's been coming in my meditations. And again, what comes for me is also for you. So before I jump into my topic, I'm going to light my candle, and I invite you to just take a few moments with me as well for yourself. What can we call this time together? Some soul nurturing time together. So pause the video, go get your candle, light your candle. For me, the moment I light a candle, it is like a symbolic prayer. I light my candle and it reminds my mind, my heart, my body that I am in this world, not of this world. And I need to reconnect to my essence, to my soul, to my light, to help myself and my clients that I support illuminate the path before us. It's been pretty chaotic. So I'm like, cheers. But what does chaos tell us? Chaos precedes transformation. So, but every once in a while, I feel like I just want to come on here and sort of cheerlead us forward and say, okay, we've got this. It has been hard. I sort of want to validate the possible experiences you have been having. These last few years have been really hard. Let's not deny them, and let's not, let's be real. And I think this is a big part of where we are right now. A continual invitation to get real, to recognize we're in a collective rebirthing experience, right? We are. For any mamas out there, maybe you can write in the comments where what you're experiencing in your life as it is right now, or the challenges, the pressure, the chaos, the fear, where it mirrors your birthing process. I've been using this metaphor all over the place with all of my clients because it's what's happening. We're in a rebirthing cycle. And life is changing. I mean, we've already been through 2 years of constant pivoting, constantly adjusting, constantly having to sort through what is. And what I want to say, my philosophy is, that saying, it is what it is. No, don't put a period at the end of that. Here's how I reframe that. It is what it is. And now what am I going to do with what is? And as you watch my videos, you know that I invite us to not look at the collective in terms of, if we're just focusing on the collective, like, oh, watching the news and what are they doing and what are they not doing and getting all scrambled in the chaos of the collective rebirthing, we need to take it back to ourselves, the microcosm of the macrocosm, to turn within. How are our inner worlds? What are we thinking on the daily? What are we doing on the daily? What we really need to get clear about. I've been saying, this has been the phrase that's been coming to me, maybe because I'm in a Saturn return, but we're all experiencing still the Saturn Uranus square, even though it's not exact anymore. It's still close enough to be impacting us. A lot of these transformational cycles that are coming for all of us. And then some of us individually have a lot more going on. Trust me, I am one. That it's time for a few things: to take your life seriously, to take your life and your potential seriously. And as you can tell, it's also time to rebuild a solid foundation underneath you. Yes, collectively, we can see a lot of foundations that are really wobbly right now in the world we share, and they do need support. A lot of them will crumbling and have to be rebuilt. For me, my eyes on the school system. That's where because I'm all about nurturing potential and possibilities. And when my attention goes out to the collective, I pray that the transformational energy that is around and happening through us and continuing to support us and the world we live in allows for a major overhaul, 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 a complete, not remodeling, deconstruction and reconstruction of the foundation of our educational systems. That's when I go out, that's my vision. That is something that I see needs to happen, but I'm not going to do anything towards that today. I mean, I plant the seed of intention and vision for that, but first I take it back to me. What is the foundation underneath me that I need to support and build so that I can go out and do more in the world like that, right? But also, we are the microcosm of the macrocosm. So as we work with our inner worlds, as we work with the world we live in, from our inner worlds out with our families, our home, our work, and on it goes out and ripples out into our community. I say this all the time. We're either contaminating or contributing. So it starts within, and this feeling of, yes, it's been hard. We've hit some hard edges. Those edges are opportunities to choose something different, to let something fall away, to separate from. And I mean, this is what birthing is, right? The baby is coming through the birth canal, letting go of that old, cozy, but no longer functional environment it was living in, and moving through the birth canal, through the darkness of not knowing, into a new world. And again, that is what we're doing individually and collectively. I'm going to stop saying that. Or, if you want to play a drinking game with me, every time you hear me say that, every time you hear me say individual and collective, have a sip of your celery juice, okay? But the point is here, we've had 2 years really of an opportunity to explore the nooks and crannies and cracks in the foundation of our lives and our inner world. What's not working has been the theme. What needs to change, or not change, transform. Remember, I always make that distinction too. Things are going to change, but unless we transform, what is the verse in the Bible? Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2, I'm not sure, I think. Check me on that. This is what we've been called to. So I want to say that, I see a lot, and I see this in myself too, and I have to call myself back. That's why I'm not on Instagram right now. I'm not on Facebook, and I very, very, I do watch the news, but with intention. What am I here to learn? What am I here to see? How is this affecting me personally? What is triggered in me? What is alive in me that I can transform so I can contribute something back? So there's a lot that we've been growing through if we are engaging with that intention. I'm going to grow through this. I am going to shift out of the old ways that are not serving my potential and who God created me to be. I am no longer going to believe those negative beliefs that are like, the floorboards of our structure that we're living on, that we keep falling through the cracks and ending up stuck, right? This is a time to remodel on the inner. And what I like to start with is checking, those creaky floorboards. And the floorboards in my model, my mind, represent the foundation. So you need some foundational beliefs to support you. So one thing you can do is, during this time that's been hard and challenging, we are having many opportunities to bring the unconscious beliefs to consciousness, right? We're all really doing some deep soul work if we're engaging. So those foundational beliefs need to shift. So here's a way I want to give you a transformational tip to find some of your negative core beliefs that are the places that keep you stuck, or you fall through the cracks every time and end up in the same place. And this is a time for us to shore up, to be serious and take responsibility for our inner world so we can achieve and create the external world we want for ourselves and then for the collective. So I call it get your butt out of the way. And here's how it goes. What is something that you really want to experience or achieve right now? And you're feeling kind of stuck. You're feeling like you're just kind of in that same loop of maybe you get inspired, you start taking action towards the direction you want to go, and then you fall through the floor, or you just feel immobilized because of your thoughts. This is a place where we need to catch the thought. So say, let's see, I'm not going to use myself as an example today. I've shared enough with you all. You don't comment and you don't share with me. So no, I'm very, very playful today. Moon's in Sagittarius. I love it. And Sagittarius makes me, fires up my Venus and Mars in Sag, and my Jupiter and Aries and my Leo moon. I'm very fiery. So it just sparks my fire. Let's say, okay, let's just play along with me. Maybe you can put it in the comments. Like, I would be doing this, but. So the but is the door we want to walk through to figure out what's the belief, what's that but that's in the way, blocking the door for you to get through. Your butt's in the way. I would never do this, but I'll never say never. I would go run a marathon, but I don't have the time. Okay, that's not quite a core belief, so we're going to drop it down further. I don't have time means that I am, and then you just keep dropping deeper. And one way to do this that really helps is to close your eyes and disconnect from the external world and just drop into your own knowing. I don't have time means that I am not making the time for myself. Okay, we're getting closer. And if I'm not making the time for myself, that means that I am not honoring myself. That's even closer. So when you get closer to a negative core belief, that is one of those root beliefs that just kind of, it's like if you ever studied mushrooms or the mycelium, like all these strands that just go out in different directions. That's what a negative core belief can do. It roots into all these other areas of your life that, compromise your potential. So not honoring myself, let me check in with my body. What does not honoring myself mean? That means that I am. Okay, so one of my deep negative core beliefs comes to mind, and I can feel that in my body. And actually, I can feel a little bit of tears in my eyes because it's still active. And let me say this before I share the belief. Our negative core beliefs do not magically disappear. We take the energy off of them and we shift that energy into more foundational, supportive, empowered beliefs. But unless we don't continue we stop doing our inner work, we stop paying attention, we stop having consciousness and light on that, like weeds in a garden, they grow back. But they're always kind of there. So I don't believe in, some of the, healing modalities, get rid of your beliefs once and for all. We can shift them for sure, but they're always part of our journey, as is everything we've lived through. And the healing is taking all that we've lived through and harvesting the gifts and strengths and applying that to new potential, to our potential, to new possibilities. So I think when I dropped in, what I noticed, and this is what I'm guiding you to, is you just keep dropping, keep dropping, keep dropping. What does that mean? And what is the belief? And the I am is how you attach to a core belief. So stop that. Hopefully this is still recording. Yeah. If I am not honoring myself, and that's shout out to you, Jill. You were calling me during my video. I'll call you back. My negative core belief was right there. And that is, I'm failing. I'm a failure. Okay. So my foundational belief that I need to put in place to offset the energy of I'm a failure is I am a success. And so you can even imagine just like nailing that floorboard down. I am a success. That is the truth. Remember, I point out to you that we want to check out the lies in our beliefs. That's the word in the middle of belief. Did you know that? Most people think it's live. What do you think? If you close your eyes and picture the word believe, most people think the word in the middle is live, and it really is lie. So we're looking for the lies in our beliefs so that we can reclaim something more powerful. Okay, so I'm claiming today I am a success. And then what you do is you can do this with your eyes closed, or you can journal this. This is really significant because you need to put your energy towards that. And it is true. The opposite of the negative belief, it is true if you look for evidence. And where we put our focus, that's where the energy goes, right? You want to focus on where you want to go. So I want to now close my eyes or journal all the many ways that I am a success or I have done things successfully to counteract that old negative floorboard I used to fall through, or the trap that I would get into. So now I'm empowering a strong belief that I'm already successful. Success breeds more success. You just keep going. But if I'm starting, and if I really wanted to run the marathon and I was starting hobbling to that start line with I'm a failure, I'm not going to do very well, right? This empowers me. This is an empowering belief. So I hope that makes sense. This is a very, very simple little tool. I just want to look at my notes really quick. If there's anything else I wanted to share with you. Oh, yes. My other tip, my transformational tip, maybe it's more of a sacred guidance. And that is, if you are feeling kind of in this loop of things aren't shifting, nothing's changing, the world's changing, you're frustrated by the world, and your frustration is just going out there. Like if you are in a space of, say, you're judging what other people are doing or not doing, or you're you're angry and you're stuck, I would suggest you say the following. It's the most powerful, potent prayer you can say. And that is, and do your own variation, but I do this every day, every single day. It's the most powerful thing. And this is where we're working with what's happening instead of being worked by what's happening. So I do it in a simple way, or I change it up a little bit here and there too. But I say something like, just get into a meditative state, and I say, I surrender all that is blocking my authentic nature. I surrender all that is blocking my soul possibilities. And then from my spiritual background of Catholicism and my eclectic progressive Christian path I'm on right now, I add this for extra power and extra potency. Thy will be done. Thy will be done. That's absolute surrender and trust that the God who created me knows what's ahead and what's possible, and also knows what's in my way. So thy will be done. And then the last bit is show me the way. So I surrender all that is blocking my authentic nature and my authentic soul possibilities. Thy will be done. Show me the way. And that show me the way, that may come through your dreams. Remember, catch your dreams, work with your dreams, reach out to me if you want to work with your dreams, and pay attention. Just pay attention and take it back to yourself. When you're triggered, when something's going on in the world, take it back to your inner world. What does this mean for me? What is this showing me? What is it mirroring back to me that needs to be healed? That's your contribution. And that's also you getting out of your own way. Okay. All right. So I just want to honor, and, I always say first we honor, we accept where we are. We have been through a lot, lots of adjustments, lots of overwhelm, a lot of grief. Grief has just been part of our journey too, because grief is adjusting to life as it no longer is, and there's been a lot of intense pressure. Think of the pressure as birth pains, right? and we're letting go, we're shedding. And I know a lot of people I've talked to, a lot of relationships have changed, friendships have changed. And here's my take on that. And I'm experiencing that myself too. As you're rebirthing more of your authentic self and your soul potential, you may no longer be aligned with people that you were in the past with anymore. And that doesn't mean the relationship wasn't valuable and important, but, and I'm going to do it. That very, very cliche statement, but I think it is true that people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So this is hard for people like me and a lot of you out there who are very sensitive and very loyal. I used to always say, once you're in my heart, you're always in my heart. Well, not if you're in my heart trampling around and judging me or bringing energy that is less than beneficial for me. It's okay to let go. This is a big topic that I could do all on another video, but it is just a time of shedding, letting go, and again, surrendering all that is not aligned with your highest soul potential and purpose. So pray that prayer and light a candle and then blow the candle out. That's an absolute surrender. Okay. So remember, it's not what you think it's about when you're judging or you're critical of what other people are doing or what the government's doing or anything is doing. It's not always it's not about that. Sure, some of that's true, but mostly it's about what's getting triggered in you that needs to be addressed and looked at and healed. So it's a mirror back. We are in this huge time of lots of things mirroring back to us for the purpose of healing collectively. So a couple of quotes and then I'm going to wrap up. And that is, my last lines here is saying, it's to just identify what's not working, getting real. We've had our noses rubbed a lot in things that aren't working. I think we've collected enough evidence and done enough research, what's not working. And we're invited to take our life seriously and to do things differently. And this quote, I didn't look up who said this. It's kind of attributed to a lot of people, but if you know the source, tell me, because I'm really, what's the word? Kind of persnickety about that. I like to know the origin of the quote. So I can give credit. But insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different. That's, magical thinking. I'll just keep doing the same thing and wait for God to do something different for me. No, you need to be the difference. And then this quote we've all heard from Anais Nin, which is, we don't see things as they are. We see things as we are. So true. So again, time to shed what isn't working. Assess the foundation you've built your life on. Look for those creaky floorboards. Those are your negative core beliefs. Put in some solid foundational beliefs, focus on where you are with acceptance, and then vision for where you want to go and what is ahead of you and what could be better, and keep building those foundational beliefs to lift and rise you to your highest potential and take your life and your soul potential seriously. I mean, what are you waiting for, right? If not now, when? And if not you, then who? That's another quote. And I don't know the origin of that either. Look it up, put it in the comments. And speaking of comments, please do comment. If all you do, if you don't feel like you want to put yourself out there, just put an emoji in there. Let me know you watched this video to the end. Like, subscribe, and share if you feel called to. This is my contribution that comes out of my own inner work and soul work that I'm doing for the deep desire to be a better me, to build a better world. All right. So much love coming out from my heart to yours. I send you that love, and may it meet you right where you are and take you by the hand and step you forward to where you desire to be. Remember to nurture that soul potential of yours. It is needed in the world today. Much love. Thanks for spending some of your precious time with me, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to be doing the new moon video probably tomorrow. Okay, take good care. Love you all. Bye.